Oh no, she breathed, but isn't Elizabeth hear her? What is it? She asked anxiously. The mama bear is here, Emily said. Now I don't know if my idea will work. She knew Mr. Hutchinson and Jess wouldn't be back at camp for hours, and if they have a rifle, Emily had promised Mr. Hutchinson that she would take care of Elizabeth. Elizabeth got up and from her padlet, pale and shaky but determined. I'll help. Tell me what you want me to do. Emily said, we need pots and pans. Help me take them down. Emily lifted the pots and pans down from where they hung from the hooks along the wagon's frame. I'm scared, Emily admitted. Elizabeth said, me too. We can do this together. They smiled wearily at each other. Then Elizabeth reached over and gave her a quick hug. Emily felt warm glow. Now what? Elizabeth said. Now we bang the pots and pans as loudly as we can. My pa told me once that bears don't like loud noises. On the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. They beat the pots and pans loudly and yelled until they were hoarse. Finally, they stopped, exhausted. Emily and Elizabeth peeked out from the wagon at the quiet campsite. I don't see anything, do you? Elizabeth asked. Emily answered, no, I think they're gone. The two of them remained in the wagon for a long time at your dad's to be sure, and there was no sign of the bears. Finally, Emily said, would you like a cup of tea now? Yes, please, but I think I'll skip the flapjacks. Elizabeth said. They looked at each other and collapsed into a gale of laughter, relieved that the danger had passed. They had left protection of the wagon, confident that they had chased the bear away. Wait, Emily said. She ran back to the wagon, came back carrying pots and pans. Just in case, she said, handing 2 pans to Elizabeth. Suddenly, they heard a twig snap and a sound coming towards them. They screamed as loudly as they could and banged on the pots and pans. When Mr. Hutchinson and Jess walked into the view, they were carrying fishing poles and a line of trout. They had also pressed their own faces. Emily, what in the world are you doing up? Mr. Hutchinson asked. What's going on? Jess asked. Emily, are you alright? Well, we thought we were bears, Emily explained. Oh, that's rich, Em, Jess said, not believing bears had come and he had missed it. No, it's true. We had a bit of a fuss with the mother and her cub. Mr. Hutchinson replied. What mother and a cub? Mr. Hutchinson worriedly asked. Emily and Elizabeth shared the rest of their dreadful, exciting adventures of Jess, and Mr. Hutchinson admired their bravery. Oh shit. Well, this is the end. Agonizingly. Page 15. Drawn out. Painfully. Appreciance. Page 4. Person learning a trade from a skilled worker. Between hay. Page 4. Slang for not a boy, but not quite a, and grass man, half grown. Blow up. Page 12. Slang for fit of anger. Bosh. Page 12. Slang for nonsense. Bully. Page 4. Exceptionally good. Outstanding. Canteens. Page 15. Small containers to carry liquids. Flapjacks. Page 10. Slang for pancakes. Drag out. Page 9. Slang for worn out or tired. Horse. Page 20. Having a rough voice. Hold a candle. Page 8. Inferior compared to another. Homestead. Page 8. House and the land around it. Kin. Page 4. A person relatives. Padlet. Page 14. A temporary bed typically made of straw and placed on the floor. Prodigious. Page 3. Dangerous. Peter out. Page 6. To die out. Perplex. Page 22. Confused. Provisions. Page 13. Supplies. Tied to. Page 4. Slang for rely on. And timid. Page 4. Lacking the courage or self-confidence. Glossary. Adventure in the Bear Valley recounts the adventure of a pioneer girl and her brother as they braved the new land on west. As a previous journey to California, they traveled a young couple after their parents' death. Emily and Jess trusted the Hutchinson, but relied mainly on each other just to make through each day. An encounter with wild bear changes everything, bringing them all closer. Sweet illustration accompanied the text.